So this is me with my makeup off, and we are going to start with primer. So the primer I am going in with today is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm definitely going to make sure to really get in my nose area because I have a lot of pores. There we go. And now let's go in the face to prep for foundation. So my name is Sydney Higgs. I am going to be a senior in college this year. And my two majors are biology and Spanish. With my biology degree, I want to be pre-med, and I would like to one day be an anesthesiologist. Alright, I'm going to finish up with my primer, and then we are going to go on to foundation. Done with primer. And now it's time to go in with my favorite foundation. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation with a dewy smooth formula, and it is 120 Classic Ivory. This foundation has SPF 18, which is great to protect your skin, and you should definitely be wearing makeup that has SPF in it. I know it can smell weird or have a really weird consistency, but it is really good for your skin to try to protect it from aging. Being pre-med on this channel, I would like to try to go in more to the science of makeup and what is in your makeup. So if you would really like that type of video idea, please let me know in the comment section below. Now with a damp beauty blender, let's start blending. This foundation isn't exactly my shade, it's just a little bit darker, but I love that. I really don't like how light I can get, and I don't like looking, I don't know, not tan, which can kind of make you look sick sometimes or just tired, and I really like to try to avoid looking like that. Let's go in with a little more. And then once we do that, we're going to go into the neck area. I really hate it when the neck is not done and it doesn't match your face. Okay, now we are going to go in with concealer. I am going to use a little bit of the, there we go, Clinique All About Eyes concealer. I really like this concealer because it's very full coverage and it will cover up a lot of your dark under eye circles where you don't get sleep. So that's what we are going to do. I like to first spread it with my finger and then go in with my beauty sponge to smooth it out. So more things about me. I really love makeup. I would love to be a YouTube channel that reviews and does makeup videos, but not necessarily be a beauty guru. So more like along the lines of Jenna Marbles, where she does makeup, but she also does other vlogs and just other things in general, because I just want this channel to be solely about things that I enjoy doing and my hobbies, which one is makeup. Now we are going to go in with another concealer that I really like. This is the Master Conceal by Face Studio. This concealer, I love it, but it's a little disappointing because it only has 5 shades, but it also has literally like 2 light shades, a medium shade, and 2 dark shades. So, I mean, I guess the range is covered, but not really. I would really love them to come out with more shades though. It is 2019 and that is unacceptable to not be inclusive within beauty. Like, I don't understand how companies can just leave out like entire demographics. It's just not cool. But anyway, I really love this concealer. I really would love them to come out with more shades though. And we are going to go in with my finger just a little bit under my eyes and then smooth it out with a beauty blender. I always like to make sure you get a very seamless concealer to foundation line right there, and it doesn't look like it is two stark lines. Let's not forget that nose, forehead, and cheek area. There we go, that looks good to me. Now let's set the face using translucent powder. The translucent powder I'm going to be going in with today is by IT Cosmetics. It comes in this rose gold cute It Girl beauty book. That's a mouthful. And it is just the translucent powder found in my rose gold little book here. I'm going to take this on my Sephora powder brush and use it to set the face. Another thing I would like to do on my channel is make people happy. My family has not necessarily had everything growing up, so I would like to treat them to things that they would really, really like. Like my grandfather. My grandfather has grown up here down in the South, and one day I would really, really love to get him a new pickup truck. So I don't know how I'm gonna get that to happen, but we'll see where this goes, and we'll see where my YouTube career goes, and I am really excited to see what types of dreams that I could make come true in the future. Now that I'm done setting the face with the It Girl Cosmetics beauty book, I am going to go in with bronzer. The bronzer I'm going to be using is the Bye Bye Pores Honey Glow Bronzer, which is right underneath the translucent setting powder I just used. I really, really like to get that bronzy summer glow look, which is kind of what I'm going for, and just looking very healthy. I know some people like to do bronzer after contour, but I think you could do it either way. Okay, now that we are done with bronzer, we're going to go into contour. Today I'm going to be going in with this angled Sephora brush and the Too Faced Cocoa Contour contouring palette. First, I'm going to go in with the shade Medium Cocoa to sculpt out my jaw and my forehead and everything like that. And then I'm going to go in with Dark Cocoa to deepen that shade up. And then I will be going in with Light Cocoa on the cheeks, forehead, and under eye to brighten. Now that I'm done with this medium color, I'm going to go into the Dark Cocoa, and I'm going to just deepen up a little bit within my cheeks and then around my face. Alright, I think I'm really liking that. I'm also going to go in with this tiny angled brush and do my nose. Now that I'm done with the Dark Cocoa shade, I'm going in with Light Cocoa. Now that we've done that, I'm going to go back in with my bronzer just to smooth things out just a little bit more. Now on to my favorite part, the eyes, and then we're going to come back to blush and highlight in a minute. Today for our eyes, we're going to be using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I really like this one, and I definitely recommend that you pick it up if you'd like a good beginner eyeshadow primer. Now that my eyeshadow primer is dry, let's go in with eyeshadow. Today we are going to be doing a smoky, kind of dark, but summer look with my Tarte Toulet, or Tarte, most people say, Toasted palette. First we're going to go in with this deep red shade on your right called Cozy, and we are going to put this in the crease. This shadow takes a little bit of time, so you're going to have to bear with it, but I really like the deep red shade, so it's just going to take a minute. So now that we've gotten the base of our shadow down with the matte shade Cozy, we are now going to go in with this top left shade here called Crackle. This shade has to be one of my favorite Tarte shades because it has, if you can see, these gold reflex in it, and they actually show up on your eye. Most times when I get a color like this, it never does. So we are going to take Crackle and we are going to put it in our crease, but we are not going to cover up the red cozy shade that we've already laid down. Perfect, this is looking exactly how I want it to. Now we are going to take the shade Fireside down here and put it with the lower, I guess, right and left creases to give it a little bit more depth. There we go. Now we have given our eye look a little bit more dimension. Now we are going to go back in with Cozy and go just above that brown so we don't lose our red outline. Now using the Maybelline cover stick in the shade Light Beige, I'm going to take this concealer brush and cut the crease. This concealer is a little tacky for cutting the crease, but I think it makes a really good base for any light shadow that you want to put on there. And it sticks really, really well. Alright, now with this stamping brush, I'm going to take the shade S'more up here in the top right hand corner and put it all over the crease that we just cut. With this dense little brush, I'm going to take the shade Cozy again and put it on my under eye. Now with this dense round brush, I'm going to take the shade Flame, the middle right, and I'm going to deepen up that crease just a tiny bit more to give it even more dimension. I know this is a metallic shade, but I think it works really well as a transition shade between the crease and the lid color, and it looks really pretty in the light. For eyeliner today, I'm going to be going in with the NYX Epic Liner in the shade Black. And I'm going to be doing a winged look. Now that I've cleaned up my eyes a little bit, it is time for mascara and brows. I'm going to go in with the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Bold Volume Lifting Mascara. And now we are going in with the CoverGirl Professional Curling Mascara. This mascara has a curled wand, so it is able to lift up the eyelashes a little bit more. Now that I'm done with mascara, I'm going to go into my brows. I'm going to use my It Girl book again and use the Brow Power Powder right here in the bottom right hand corner. Another reason why I am doing this channel is because I would like to improve at makeup. I think I am pretty decent at makeup right now, but I know there is a lot to learn when it comes to it. And I am really not way too adventurous with my looks, so I'd like to use this channel as a way to branch out a little bit when it comes to makeup and branch out into other color palettes. There we go, those look good to me. Most of this makeup you see here was either gifted to me, or my grandparents got for me, or I used whatever money that I could scrape up to buy something. To finish off my brows, I am just going to use this little Ulta Beauty brow tint in the shade Medium, just to top it off. I don't exactly have a brow topper, so this will just have to do for now until I get enough money to actually afford better makeup. I think that is eyes and brows all complete. Now we only have a couple more steps. For blush, we are going to use the CoverGirl blush in the shade Ice Plum. People really tend to go towards peachy shades or lighter pink shades, but I really like the darker shades because I think it brings out my complexion more, but that's just me. I'm also going to be taking this blush on the high points of my cheeks where I'd put my bronzer. And And I'm going to take the blush a little bit up into the highlight area to give a more summery glow. I also like to put blush on the tip of my nose to give it like a sun-kissed look. I guess I'm just obsessed with looking tan. Now for one of my favorite parts, highlighter. We are going to go in with the Jeffree Star Skin Frost in the shade Siberian Gold. This is a gold champagne color highlighter, and it is one of my absolute favorites alongside the Peach Goddess highlighter, which is also from Jeffree Star. For this, I'm going to go in with this Sephora highlight and contour brush. We are also going to go in on the high points of the cheeks. After we have cleaned the small smudge brush that we used earlier for our eyes, we're going to take it and use it for our underbrow highlight. Also with this small brush, we're going to go into our Cupid's bow. Another one of my favorite parts of my beauty routine is the lips. We're going to go in with the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Echo Park. I love ColourPop, and I absolutely adore their Ultra Satin lips. It's not matte, so it doesn't dry down super dry. It does dry down, and it is somewhat transfer proof, and it looks good basically all day long. Just don't eat something greasy. So I have a larger bottom lip, so I usually start with that first, go into the top lip, and then work my way back down. See, so with my bottom lip, it is larger, so it doesn't look like I have covered the bottom. So I'm going to go into my top lip first and then revisit that. Carve out the Cupid's bow. And go underneath the bottom lip if you have a bigger bottom lip. And this is my look all complete. My summer, I guess summer shimmer, date night, kind of glam kind of look. I really had a lot of fun making this video, and if you would like to see more of me and the content that I am so excited to create, which, you know, includes makeup, vlogs, gaming, commentary, who knows? I am so excited to start my career here on YouTube. If you like what you see, please leave a like and subscribe and turn on that little bell notification to make sure that you get my post notifications. Thank you so much for watching. I am Sydney Higgs, and I will see you in the next one.